Hello friends, this is Poonam Kuar, Assistant Professor, Government First Grade College, Bagipalli. Friends, today we'll be discussing the subject Consumer Behavior, which is for BBA 5th semester, Bengaluru North University. The topic for our today's discussion is from the 5th chapter, that is Consumer Satisfaction and Consumerism. The consumer satisfaction and consumerism is a vast chapter which we had discussed, where we have come across with various concepts which is relating to consumer satisfaction and consumerism. So based on this entire chapter, today's session will be having the discussion based on how we can conduct a mini project work based on this entire concept. So you will be allotted a mini project work to be undertaken based on this concept in detail. The session outcome would be the students will be able to analyze the consumer satisfaction towards a particular product. So here in the mini project, you will be given a task to analyze one particular product, where from the product how the consumers have been satisfied and how the consumer satisfaction leads to the success of the entire product. The mini project work. So here the students are required to undertake a mini project work on consumer satisfaction towards a product. So here instructions for undergoing the project work are: select a consumer durable product. So any consumer durable product you can select. So where the sample size should be 50, and then based on those sample size you select, you have to draw inferences on various dimensions of consumer satisfaction. So here the consumer satisfaction, how the consumers are buying that durable product, why they are buying this particular product, and are they selecting a particular brand in the durable goods or durable products, why they are selecting the particular brand, what is the speciality of the brand, why the consumer are preferring the that particular brand over other brands. So these reasons you need to collect from a sample size of 50. And then after collecting the reasons for buying the particular durable product, you will be supposed to analyze analyze the consumer reviews, what they have given. So based on that analysis, we need to again you need to again write down some findings, and then based on findings you're supposed to give the suggestions, and based on suggestions you need to finally conclude your project report. So here it will be better if the students visit a department. You can visit showrooms, or you can visit the company outlets, particular company brand outlets, and then go and visit those outlets where you will be getting wide varieties of customers. Like the customers or the consumers should be from different fields. It should be from even the rural areas, it should be from even the tier 2 cities or the major cities. So try to select such a company or such a specialty store where we will be getting the wide variety samples of the consumers, where we can get different reviews of the consumers on the same particular product or brand. So here the consumer durable includes, you can either select like example refrigerator brand, or a refrigerator as a product, and in that refrigerator the different companies who are offering the refrigerator, you can select those companies. And in those companies also, why the consumers are preferring one particular company, who or which company is being preferred more, what is the reason why this particular company is being preferred in in this product, what is the speciality of that brand, in this product you need to identify it. And ultimately, what are the expectations of consumers, first we need to analyze. So what expectations the consumers are keeping before buying any product, and what is the buying process, how they undergo the different steps of analysis while making the buying decisions. You need to identify that, and go through with in detail how this ultimately buying decision has been taken. So once the purchase has been made, whether the consumers are satisfied with the product or no, how a marketer will, how a business dealer will come to know whether my consumer is satisfied or no. So for that, we have to always concentrate as a businessman, we have to always concentrate on after sale service. So what kind of after sale service we are providing to our consumers, so that after buying the product also, the after sale service will include the consumers to maintain the satisfaction level towards that particular product. So usually all the durable companies, they concentrate on giving after sale service also. So after sale service, throughout the usage of the product, the after sale service has been given to the particular consumer for the buying a particular brand. Now, what is this after sale service includes? Like example, if we have purchased a new water purifier, so it might be an RO purifier or it might be a normal purifier. So water purifier, once if you have purchased, it doesn't mean that it will last for the life. So the water purifier require time to time, it should be done serviced. So that servicing survey, after sale service, where it should include the after sale service. So once in a 3 months or once in a 6 months, so the water purifier should be serviced. Serviced in the sense, we will be having some filter inside that, and that filter should be replaced time to time. Otherwise, the work of the water purifier would not be done as it is expected. So these kind of after sale services are most important in some durable products, where the consumers will be satisfied based on the after sale services we are providing them. So this kind of you select any durable product of this nature, and then try to analyze the samples what you collect. So you try to select minimum 50 samples, where based on the 50 samples data, you will be you need to analyze the 50 samples data and try to present it in a project report format, where some inferences, some suggestions, some findings should be provided to the businessmen. So where ultimately our target is to understand the consumer satisfaction. And then what we have studied in what you have discussed in the fifth unit, all the concepts, like where does the consumerism comes. Suppose if the consumer is not satisfied, or if the consumer feels I'm been cheated, so where he can go and complain. What is the role of here, what is the role of consumerism under this decision, or how the consumerism will take place, what are the reasons why this consumerism is taking place for this particular product, and where the consumer can go and complain, what will be the procedure to file the complaint, and what will be the compensation consumer can expect if they are filing the complaint in the consumer forums. So these all you have to analyze. Suppose in the sample size of 50, if any of one consumer has not been satisfied with the product, or if he is having any complaint regarding the product, how that complaint has been resolved at the out of the consumer forum court, or once if it has been filed in the consumer forum, how the complaint has been resolved, how the complaint has been taken for grant to find out the solution for that complaint, or find out the resolution for the complaint, how it has been taken place. This all we need to analyze. So friends, if you or undergo this simple small kind of mini project, it will give you a great practical learning. It will give not only a practical learning, it will even build your experience in undertaking the surveys, where these surveys will help you to understand your theoretical concepts, what you have learned in a practical manner. So hope you all will undergo this mini project, and where this mini project is again entirely related based on your entire fifth chapter concept, which is relating to the consumer satisfaction and consumerism. So friends, in our today's session, we have discussed how this mini project should be undertaken, and what kind of reports and how it should be presented. So first, you are supposed to give introduction of the mini project, and based on introduction, you are supposed to write down, note down some problem of the problem of analysis. You have to find it out your hypothetical situations, and based on the hypothetical situations, how you need to undertake the project, what should be the sample size, So once the sample study data has been collected, how you need to analyze the data, and based on your analysis, you're supposed to give, based on analysis, you will be supposed to give your suggestions to the marketer or the business person, or based on your suggestions, again, first we will be getting findings. So once the findings are found, based on the findings, you will be able to give suggestions, and based on the suggestions, ultimately the project would be concluded. So in the entire process of this project report, you will be learning a lot with a practical base. So when we are learning in a theoretical, it might be quite different, but when you implement it in a practical scenario, you will be experiencing how these concepts are very, very helpful to do this kind of project work. So hope you guys will do it, and definitely it will give you a great practical learning out of this.